Hey, welcome back. Nice to see you. Today we're going to talk about gambling. Amazingly enough, I mean, that's essentially what fantasy football is anyway. And we're going to talk about the price of beer. So we'll do that after I go shave. Watch this. I love that music, and also you're going to like this. The new logo. What do you think? It was 16 bucks. I paid for it out of my own pocket. I'm gambling that my employer will pay me back someday. Gambling? Whoa, don't say that word in front of the NFL executives in charge of that sort of thing. Despite the fact that billions, and I mean billions of dollars in revenue come in to the National Football League each year, they tend to frown on their own players and individuals, taking part. But it's pretty simple. I mean, there's a lot of talk, a lot of squawking about, hey, they should be able to, but it doesn't matter if they should be able to. The rule is you aren't able to. And they do send people every year, every team has meetings where they explain, you can do this, you can't do this. These are intelligent men. Every one of these players in the National Football League, except maybe one or two, I guess, went to college. They're college-educated young men, and a lot of them have degrees. So they're intelligent. They understand. When you tell them something, they get it. So there are 6 simple rules, and let me get them for you here. I've got them on my device here. Just give me a second. There they are. Okay, here we are. 6 rules. Don't bet on the NFL. Wow. It's amazing. Don't gamble at your team facility. So when you're at work, no gambling. When you're traveling with the team, no gambling. If you're at the team hotel, no gambling whatsoever. Just don't. Don't have someone do it for you. Come on. It's not that hard to figure out, really, is it? Don't share insider information. Don't tell the media or a guy you know or a bookie that someone's got an ankle injury. That doesn't go over well either. Don't enter a sports book online or in person during an NFL playing season. Well, that's a difficult one to come on, process that. And don't play, oh, wait a second here. This is the one I'm going to argue with all day long. Don't play daily fantasy football. So now the question becomes, why? Why is it frowned on? Here's a reason that was given to me when I interviewed let's say a bookie back in the 80s, around the time that Rose was having his issues. And this is what he told me, and this is what stuck with me for the last, 30 years, 35 years. Player A bets on his own team to win in weeks 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Just an example. He doesn't bet them to win in weeks 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Does that now mean that because he didn't bet, that he thinks they're going to lose, so that's why he didn't put his money on his own team? It's an impropriety. That's all it is. It's just the thought that that could be it, and that's the reason why. If you're betting on your own team to win and there's a spread and you've got the ball, are you going to lay down the 5-yard line instead of scoring that touchdown that breaks the spread? If you got the over-under, whatever it is. Those are the improprieties that make gambling frowned on. That's it. It's not, I can't, why can't I bet on my own team to win a game? That's why. And you know what? The why really doesn't matter. It's against the rules. And the NFL is very particular about their rules. Now let's talk about beer for a second. There's this huge issue going around Twitter right now about the price of beer at the stadium. Why is it $10 and $20 to buy a drink at the stadium? It's un-American. It's un-Canadian, whatever it may be. Going to the game, it's not your right to have a beer. There are families beside you, there are families in front of you, and if it's cheap to buy beer at the stadium, a stadium full of drunk fans, there are idiots and there are non-idiots. But at a game, I've found over my extensive years of following teams that most of the issues in the stands involve alcohol. So why do teams charge so much? Well, number one is to stop you from drinking so much, plus there's a heavy profit in the extra money. But at the same time, the less people drink, the less problems, and here it is, less liability it is for the team. That's it. It's always got to do, it's always the money, it's always the bottom line, and that, my friends, is why drinking is kind of frowned on even though it's promoted. Sort of like gambling. And that's how the two relate. Does it make sense? Kinda. But it is the rule, it is the way it is. And the NFL isn't going to change. Billions and billions of dollars in revenue confirm that. Thanks for taking part in this show. Tomorrow, or the next day, we're going to have one on quarterbacks. Why you want quarterbacks and which quarterback should be in the Hall of Fame coming up. Thanks again for watching, and remember, we have a contest, our Canada Day contest. Remember we giving away a couple of Canadian flags? Oh, they were expensive. But these ones are pretty good. Bo Jackson and Barry Sanders. Football cards, 1991 Pro Set, in really good condition. The corners are good, in plastic cases, will be sent to you. All you have to do to enter is send a question to this email. That's it. Send a question, answer it on the show, and you're entered to win. Good luck with that. We leave you with this.